Luke, congratulations into another World Championship quarter-final in a fairly routine 4-1 victory. Just sum up how you're feeling.
Yeah, I don't think I played as well as if I did the last two games. You know, I think my scoring wasn't very good in the sort of first half of the game. I'm surprised that my stats. I had a little look at them. You know, 10-1-8. I thought I had about 5. So the thing for me was the 1-4-6 in the third set. I think that was the absolute game changer. And Kim would be kicking himself for declining the ball, because if he wouldn't have declined it, you know, he could be sat here and he declined it. So he should have never done it. Touching
on that one moment, did that press your buttons a little bit? Because does that send out a message that he doesn't think you're going to take that out?
Yeah, because he knows how good I've been finishing this tournament. So to turn down a simple finish like 81 was silly. You know, Eric Bristow did it and lost the world title. You know, to Keith Diller. So I didn't think that at the time, but in my mind I was thinking, you know, you've declined. You don't think I could take this out? That's it. You watch me take it out. In my mind, you know, and it's 1 out of 100 that you will take it out. But you know, I've done it before, and I'm proud I did it at the right time.
Is that why you gave it a big one as well? Just to remind him, hang on a minute, you've messed up here.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it in loads of interviews before. You know, you need to show the opponent that what a set win like that means to you. The 82 was important as well in the fourth set, because I messed about to win that set 3-0. So 82 was important. Kim was good in patches, but I don't think he was anywhere as good as he could be. You know, same as me. My scoring was up and down, but you know, I think the 180's at the right time.
When you said that, when there's not a lot coming back at you, is it easier to relax into a big game, knowing that those big scores aren't coming from Kim?
No, I think it's harder. You know, because if someone's hitting big scores against you, you know, you've got to hit them back. But when someone's not hitting big scores against you, you try too hard. Then you know, you're thinking, right, he's missing. Come on, this is your chance to push it here. And that was the hard part. He wasn't playing as well as he could. I expected a harder game from Kim. You know, I thought he was going to be really up for it, but I think I should have won the first set as well, even though I was poor. So you know, 4-1 is probably the right result. Fair reflection on how the game went.
Board was changed at the end of set 1 as well. Was it you or Kim that had the issue with the board?
No, I didn't say nothing about the board. I just went up there and I see they were changing it, so it must have been Kim. I don't know if he uses different points, but after a couple of legs, the top of the triple 20 was battered. So it's nothing against the board. Nothing against Unicorn. You know, I've always gone with the boards. So it must have been Kim, or it might have been Russ. I don't know who it would have been, but it wasn't me.
Again, looking ahead to the quarter-final now, what have you learned a year on from the defeat to Michael Smith and you can take into this game?
Not much really. I just think I've been more solid this year. Really, I think, you know, I've had after the first game, I think I had sort of 91, 92 average or whatever. The last 3 games I've been solid, so I think I know I'm going to have to up it in the next round against either Jeffrey or Peter. But like I've said, you know, if I can find that first start, which I don't think I'm doing very well, I know I can get to the final, because my finishing is brilliant. You know, it's not being big-headed. I just feel like if I can find that first start more often, I can be as good as any scorer in the world.
On the verge of the elite top 32 now, I know it was one of your dreams and checklist, ranked 35 provisionally now. What would that mean to you to break that ahead of 2020?
I mean, if I was to say, you know, I was in the top 32 for the next 30 years, never break the top 16, I wouldn't care, because you know, that's a great achievement. It's so tough to be in the top 32. It's very close now. You know, every game I win is going to change my life absolutely ridiculously. You know, win the next game and I'm in the top 32 by a good distance. Get to the final, I'm in the top 16. So, win the world title. You know, we all know what's going to happen. So, every game is going to change my life. But you know, you've got to take each game as it comes. And I know whoever I play, I'm hoping it's going to be a tight game, because I think that's what the crowd and what darts people that watch it deserve.
Luke, pleasure, and thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
Just can I clarify? I thought both players had to agree to a change of ball. Am I right in saying that?
No.
That's not okay.
I don't know. I was never. No one said anything like, "Can we change the board?" They just changed it, and if Kim wanted to change it, I would never have said. I wouldn't have said no. Right. If he said, "I want to change the board," I'd have said, "Yeah, that's fine, no problem." So no, I didn't find anything wrong with the board.
1-4-6. I mean, was that a sign of disrespect, or do you think he thought, well, there's no chance of you getting that, and actually that's what...
No, I don't think it's a sign of disrespect. I just think, you know, he probably wanted to set. Yeah, he just wanted to set. It's a gamble, isn't it? You want to set the shot up. You think if on a big stage, when someone's on a double 1-4-6, it's probably 1 out of 100, sort of. Well, maybe not, maybe 1 out of 50, sort of thing. You know, so I think I did last year against someone. I think I wanted a shot, and they was on 167, and I set out. So I thought, you know, I'd rather leave myself a double than 25 left, because you know, 2 darts a double and there's pressure. So you know, he just took a gamble, but unfortunately for him, you know, it was a very bad very bad decision, and I'm proud of myself for taking out a brilliant shot like that.
And for you to do like a Bristow, as you say, that's quite nice. If I'd said to you at the start of the match, you'd be doing what Bristow did.
Yeah, I
years
mean,
earlier.
you know, Bristow did turn down the shot, and he turned Keith Denner into a world champion. So, you know, Keith won't be upset that Eric did that once, and I ain't upset that Kim did it, because, you know, that ball could have went straight in the middle and it didn't. He turned it down, so I'm happy to take out that. You know, I've took out so many good shots in this World Championships. You know, they ain't going to keep happening. I'm going to have to start finding my scoring more.
Can you do a Keith Denner? I know it's not good.
Yeah, of course I can. Yeah, you know, because a lot of people are saying, "Hey, Michael's the winner. Everyone put your darts down." He's not at all. You know, as much as he is the best player in the world, he's not playing the best darts. You know, he's been one of the best players in the world for like 7 years now. You know, and he's not playing like he was 2 years ago. But the best thing I've played, Michael. You know, I know how hard it is. The best thing to do against him, you have to get in. Match him early, because if he goes 2-3 sets to 0 up, and say if I got to the final and played him, he'll run away with it. So it's important to get in there early, but who's to say he'll get to the final? You know, Nathan Ashmore's playing some fantastic darts this year. For me, as much as I love Michael, I'd love it to be me and Nathan, because last year everybody probably thought that was just we both took our chances and that was it. You know, we've just proved that last year wasn't a flash in the pan, and we've proved, you know, we're very good up on that stage, and I think it'd be great for the game of darts if it was me and Nathan in the final.
We're not going to see you obviously these days in your matches. So if it is Peter Wright, what's your relationship with Peter Wright? What's your sort of history with Peter Wright?
Yeah, it's good. You know, I know Peter Wright. I get on really well with him. Never played him actually in a professional game. I think I played him in an exhibition before I was not playing good. So yeah, I've never played him before, but you know, that probably be a really good game. But you know, me and Jeffrey, I've played Jeffrey a lot of times. You know, the last 4 games I think I've beaten him every time. But that's on the floor, different kettle of fish on the stage. So, but I think if I turn up my best game, Jeffrey turned up my best game, you know, I mean, that could be a cracker, because I didn't think I had that many 180s there, and I had 10. You know, he had about 10 in his last game. You could see 30 odd 180s if we both turn up. So yeah, that would be a great advert for this game. You know, Fallon Sherrock has been an unbelievable piece for this World Championships. You know, I feel privileged to be in the same competition as what she's done, because she's grown this game absolutely hugely, and fair play to her.
But if it is Peter Wright, because he's the number 7 seed, he might look at you and think, well, you know, I should win this, I'm the favourite. You're taking out the season with a sledgehammer, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably be the same if I was Peter Wright and playing someone like me. I'd probably be thinking that's a great draw, but a lot of people have probably thought it's a great draw. Unfortunately, in the last 2 years, you know, they've come up short. So, you know, there's no one gets to the quarter final and you got an easy draw. We're all professional. We know that that's not easy. You get to the quarter final, you deserve to be there, and whoever it is I play, or whoever it is, you know, it's going to be a good game, I hope, and we both push each other hard.
Do you believe you can win it this year, or is it a sort of couple of years too early?
I don't think it's early at all. I think Michael won his first world title at this sort of age. You know, I mean, he already proved that he was good before. I haven't really proved much yet, because this is my 2nd year and I haven't really been in all the majors. But you know, Rob Cross was the fairy tale story a couple of years ago. You know, no one ever would have expected, as much as how good he was. You know, we knew how good he was. No one would have expected he would have gone on to win the world title, and he proved everyone wrong. You know. You know, I mean, I've done really well these last 2 years, but I don't come here to be happy and be a quarterfinalist. I want to win. You know, of course we do. People think you're being big-headed, but you're not. You need to have the mindset to win, because if you don't, you know, you will fall short. So I think there's a brilliant chance for me to win, but I'm going to have to up my game a lot more.
What is it about this tournament, that stage, that brings you alive?
I just love it up there. I really couldn't answer that question. You know, I just it's not just this stage. It's playing on TV. You know, I played many great games in UK Opens, in Players Championships against Michael this year as well. So I just come alive. I love playing on the big stage. You know, it gives me that huge buzz. I really enjoy it, and as much as I love playing on the floor as well, you know, if you can't live for this moment being on a big stage, you shouldn't be playing, because it is the greatest feeling as a dart player to win a game on that big stage.
You've spoken about the final, you've spoken about winning it. Did you come here with a target in mind, where you wanted to get to?
I mean, I did. I'd come as a target to get to the quarterfinals again, you know, because my main goal was to replicate what I did last year, you know, because it can look at it as in, you know, last year was a good opportunity. I took my chance, and fair play. But this year I've proved, you know, I think I've been better this year than I was last year. You know, I was super steady up in this year. You know, 95, 96 averages, nowhere near finding my best game yet. So, you know, if I can find my best game, I generally think I can get to the final. And you know, I mean, I can't say who it could be. Anybody I face in the final. I can't say, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to find a better game against Michael. Who says it's going to be Michael? It could be Nathan Aspinall. So, or there's loads of other people in that draw. So you know, it could be anybody. But for me, I've looked at my draw and I know I can get to the final if I turn up and play my best darts.